Hello, this is Opinion Radar, and welcome back to my little corner of honest, no nonsense product talk. Now, if you're a woman in her golden years like me, you know how hard it can be to find swimwear that feels right, something that makes you feel good without looking like you're trying too hard. Today, I'm sharing my thoughts on the B2prity Tankini Swimsuit, a two-piece that's been making waves in online shops for its modest yet modern design. Priced at just $32, it promises comfort, coverage, and confidence, all things we value as we age. I first came across it while shopping for something practical yet pretty for my upcoming beach trip with family. With so many tankinists out there falling short in fit, or fabric, I wondered if this one truly delivered. Spoiler, it caught my attention for more than just its price tag. So grab a cup of tea, settle in, and let me walk you through whether this budget-friendly swimsuit lives up to the hype. When I first laid eyes on the B2prity Tankini Swimsuit, I'll admit I was skeptical. After decades of struggling to find swimwear that actually fits and flatters a more mature figure, I've learned to temper my expectations. But this little gem, it surprised me in the best way. From the moment I slipped it on, I noticed how thoughtfully it was designed, especially for us ladies who appreciate a bit more coverage without sacrificing style. The tank top features built-in molded cups that offer excellent bust support, no fishing around for removable pads or dealing with awkward bunching. And as someone who's a 38D, that support makes all the difference. The adjustable straps let me customize the fit, and the full coverage top gives me confidence without feeling like I'm swimming in a curtain. I also love how the skirt attaches seamlessly, offering modesty from the waist down while still looking put together. Whether I'm lounging by the pool or taking a gentle swim, I feel both secure and stylish. One of the standout features for me is the tummy control. It's not just a claim, it actually works. Now, I won't pretend it's magical, but it does a lovely job smoothing things out in a comfortable way. It's supportive without squeezing too tight, which I really appreciate. I wore it during a recent beach getaway with my granddaughters, and it made a world of difference in how I carry myself. I didn't have to tug or adjust it constantly, and I could walk from the car to the water's edge without worrying about anything shifting. The skirt length is just right, long enough to cover my hips and rear, which is important to me at my age, but not so long that it feels like I'm wearing shorts. Plus, the drawstring lets me adjust the fit slightly, which is a nice touch. I did notice the skirt tends to ride up a little when swimming, but it settles back into place once I'm out of the water, so it's a minor quirk, not a deal breaker. Comfort is where this swimsuit truly shines. The fabric feels soft against the skin and dries surprisingly fast. I learned that the hard way after a sudden splash fight with my granddaughter. It didn't feel heavy or waterlogged, and after a few hours in the sun, it was nearly dry. I also appreciate that the lining of the skirt is made from the same print as the rest of the suit, so if it ever peeks out, it doesn't look mismatched. That little detail tells me the designers were thinking about real life, where, not just marketing photos. I've worn plenty of swimwear that promised comfort, but delivered chafing or riding up, but this one stayed put. And for someone who values ease and practicality, that's a win. I even considered getting a second one in another color just to have on hand, something I haven't done with swimsuits in years. Now, let's talk fit, because here's where it gets a bit tricky. While the top fit me perfectly in the size 2XL, I'm 5 feet 1 inch and weigh around 175 pounds. I've heard from a few of my friends and noticed in how the skirt flares that if you have wider hips, it might exaggerate your shape more than you'd like. One of my gal pals said it made her backside look astronomically large, and while I chuckled, I get it. The flare design is cute, but it's not for everyone. Also, a heads up to those with a fuller bust or broader shoulders, the top tends to run a bit small. I've seen others mention they had to size up just for the top, which means you might need to buy 2 different sizes if you're not perfectly proportioned. It's not a flaw, just something to keep in mind before placing your order. All in all, This has become my go-to swimsuit for summer outings. It combines style, comfort, and modesty in a way that feels both modern and age-appropriate, something I don't find often. Whether I'm sitting under a beach umbrella with a book or wading in the surf with my family, I feel put together and at ease. The vibrant colors and cute patterns make me feel cheerful, not frumpy, and the two-piece design gives me flexibility to mix and match later. At $32, it's an absolute steal for the quality. I only wish they made more patterns. I'd probably own half of them by now. It's not without minor quirks, but honestly, for the price and performance, it's the best Tankini I've owned in years. And coming from someone who's tried just about every brand out there, that says a lot. Well, darlings, if this review helped you feel a little more confident about stepping out in style this summer, do me a favor. Click that like button and subscribe for more real talk from your favorite silver haired reviewer. Don't let modesty keep you on the sidelines. Dive into the channel and let's make a splash together.